Did you know avocados are not only good on your hair, as in conditioners, shampoo oils, or hair masks, but they offer massive hair growth benefits in your diet. And if you love avocados as much as I do, then you will love these simple recipes. And I'm going to show you what ingredients to tweak to promote hair growth and the secrets to preventing oxidation while storing in your refrigerator. So if you're interested, stay locked in for all the tips.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be.
Welcome to the channel. Well, today's video can always be found under the Recipe for Massive Hair Growth playlist, where we will be growing hair one recipe at a time and one bite at a time. And through April the 30th, the Diet Transformation for Massive Hair Growth ebook is discounted at 60% as a celebration of my 60th birthday this month. So shout out to all my Aries out there. So take advantage of this offer by scanning the QR code on the screen, or you can click the link in the description box where you can elect the ebook or the MP3 download that comes with an exclusive research page. So if you like to learn on the go, you'll have access to all the educational resources. So in today's recipe, of course, it involves avocado. I know the thumbnail always give it away, but did you know avocados provide essential hair nutrients like biotin, a B complex vitamin which is crucial for hair growth, and vitamin E and oleic acid, which repairs the scalp damage and protect hair cells. It also includes folic acids, which renew growth cells during the growth cycle, and additionally, minerals like potassium and magnesium help to seal cuticle cells for smoother, shinier, and stronger hair. So this first recipe is my favorite, guacamole, which can be much more versatile than just a dip for your chips. You can spread it on your sandwich instead of mayonnaise. You can add it to your eggs, including scrambled eggs, egg salad, or deviled eggs. You can even add a dollop on your baked potato or a dollop on your ribeye steak or fajitas. Yes, ma'am. It's a guac fanatic dream. And as you can see, you can find guacamole from the grocery store that also passed the Yuka app, just like the one I found at Kroger. But I figured I could make a larger batch for less because this one was 15 ounces for $8, and I wasn't quite sure if the ingredients are organic. So making your own restores that concern, especially if you're in your menopausal or postmenopause like myself. All the ingredients in this recipe are organic. So I start by chopping 1 cup of cherry tomatoes. Although this step is optional, I like to squeeze out all the juice to prevent the guacamole from growing too runny over time. And the next ingredient is most definitely optional. I'm dicing about 1/3 to 1/4 cup of jalapeno peppers. I like my guacamole spicy, so if you like it mild, just add banana peppers instead. And for those of you who don't know, I'm from Louisiana, honey, and we like it hot. And like the tomatoes, I like to squeeze out the juice as well to keep it from getting too runny. Now, I am using red onions instead of white onions for the flavor and their dense nutrients, but of course you can use whatever onion you and your family like. But did you know onions have a high sulfur content? And it is the key component of keratin, which is the protein that makes up hair. So this recipe is another way to get uncooked onions in your diet, preserving all of its nutrients for your hair. Now I started out chopping it by hand, but to get the job done quicker and to avoid the tears, I grabbed my miniature food processor and got the job done. I simply added it to the bowl, gave it a little stir, and now for the seasoning, I'm adding garlic powder because I failed to get the fresh garlic. And of course, garlic can be a bit strong, so use the amount you and your family can tolerate. But did you know garlic is also rich in sulfur, selenium, and antimicrobial, which helps strengthen your hair, promote healthy scalp, and improve blood circulation? Yes, ma'am. So adding this gem to your diet is a must. Now I'm adding the star of the show, which are the avocados, and I'm using 3 for this recipe. But if you're making the guac for a larger crowd, just increase the number of avocados as well as the other ingredients accordingly. And by the way, there are 2 ways to know when the avocado is ripe. The first way is when you gently squeeze them and start to give in to the squeeze, it's probably ripe. And the second way is when the stem has fallen out and underneath it is brown. That's when you know it's also ripe. Now this next step is to slow down the oxidation, where I'm adding a few drops of pure organic lime juice on the avocados. I simply mix it all together, and I like my avocado chunky and not creamy, but of course you can blend it just the way you like it. My final step is adding the seasoning, and I'm using pink Himalaya salt. Now I don't measure this, I add it according to taste, and sometimes I use lemon pepper, but today I'm using Himalayan salt. But do know this ingredient is optional, especially if you don't like guacamole to have a salty flavor. But because I do add salt to my recipe is another reason why I squeeze the juice from the tomatoes and the jalapenos, because salt tends to draw out water, making it too runny. Now look at that, how beautiful that look, and I cannot wait to dig in. So here's a secret I want to share with you on how to store your guacamole and stop the oxidation process. You want to take a paper towel large enough to cover the inner top of your container. Drizzle lime juice over the paper towel and place it on top of the guacamole. Seal it by getting as much of the air out as possible. Now, as you consume the guacamole, keep an eye on the paper towel to determine if more lime juice is needed or if you need to replace the paper towel with a new one.
A few days later.
So check this out. I made this on April the 2nd, and here's what it looked like 4 days later. So just make sure all the content is covered as you consume the guacamole by scraping the sides and bring it in towards the middle and recover with the lime juice soaked paper towel so you can enjoy your guac for days. Another great recipe is avocado tortillas. You can start by chopping about a half cup of fresh, organic parsley. Now, did you know parsley is rich in vitamin A and C, which helps stimulate collagen production and strengthens hair follicles? Well, additionally, parsley's apigenin content may help regulate DHT. That's a hormone linked to hair loss, and this hormone is prevalent in PCOS and menopausal hair loss. Secondly, you want to chop about a half cup of alfalfa sprouts. Now, alfalfa sprouts are rich in keratin, copper, magnesium, and zinc. These nutrients help improve hair growth, reduce hair loss, and enhance overall scalp health. Now, of course, I'm using 1 ripe avocado for this recipe, and you want to get it to the consistency of room temperature butter. So I'm adding about a teaspoon of lemon juice to prevent oxidation of the avocado. Now, in a separate bowl, add 2 cups of 100% whole wheat flour, and be sure to read the labels to avoid enriched or fortified flours, because these flours can cause digestive issues, resulting in inflammation, causing hair loss. Now, I'm also including a half teaspoon of salt. Now, I'm using Himalayan salt, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Then you just blend them all together. Now, this is when to add the avocados, and you just work them in with your hands until you get a lumpy consistency, just as you see here. And at this point, Add the chopped parsley and alfalfa sprouts to the mix and mix them well. Once blended, start slowly adding in a half a cup of hot water, but not too hot where it would burn yourself. And continue kneading the dough and add more water only if you need to. You want to work the flour into the dough until it no longer sticks to your hand. Now you may have to add a little flour just to achieve those results. The next thing to do after you've kneaded the dough is to cover it with a towel so it can rest for about 10 to 15 minutes. So once rested, sprinkle a little flour on your prepping surface and on your rolling pan. Prepare the dough for separating into equal portions, and you can use the rolling pin to make the dough into tortillas. Now, if the dough sticks to your surface or to the rolling pan, you want to simply lightly add a little more flour to the surface or to the pan, whichever one is giving you a little problem. And don't worry if they're not perfectly round, because the shape does not destroy the taste. So here you go. This is the thickness that you want to achieve. Now, before we add the tortillas to the pan, let's talk about the best butters, oils, and fat to use for cooking. You want to choose ones with a high smoke point, such as beef tallow, grass-fed butters, coconut oil, and avocado oils. So if you've been cooking with olive oil, make a note to yourself to never use olive oil to cook with again. Why? Because olive oil does not have a high smoke point, especially extra virgin olive oil. Therefore, it will degrade and can form the same harmful compounds found in vegetable oils like highly processed fake butters, canola oil, grapeseed oil, soybean oil, peanut oil, corn oil, and safflower oils. Okay? Make a note. So back to the recipe. Now I'm using a ceramic pan and coconut oil to prevent the sticking. I decided to stop using nonstick pans due to the forever chemicals that they add to your body, which are endocrine disruptors. And I figured menopause has already disrupted my endocrine system enough, so I don't need a pan or a pot to contribute more chaos. You can find better cookware options in the Diet Transformation for Massive Hair Growth ebook. Now on medium heat, add the tortilla for about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes, or until you see bubbles forming in the dough, then flip it to brown the other side. Now immediately out of the pan, you want to lightly coat the top with olive oil. Just repeat these steps for each tortilla and voila! Look how beautiful they are. Now let me know if you will try these recipes with a little tweak to the ingredients. Also, let me know if you knew just how beneficial eating avocados can be for your hair growth and your overall health in the comments. And ladies, don't forget, take advantage of the 60% birthday discount of the Diet Transformation for Massive Hair Growth ebook, where you can choose the MP3 download by scanning the QR code or clicking the link in the description box. Also, all the tools I've used are also in the description box. And I hope you like the video and try the recipe. So give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, share it with a friend. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, ring the bell so that you will never miss another video. And I will see you on the next recipe, where we will be growing our hair one recipe at a time, and one bite at a time. So be blessed, and I'll see you on the next one. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to me.